Right then, so when I left you last time, we'd done the two little bits at the back, hadn't we? And now we were doing this. So this is where we left it, with it cut off. Or rather, starting to cut it off. I'm a bit I've only got my little sort of 6-inch grinder, and there's not a lot of space in here. But we'll carry on and clean it up a little bit and see what we're left with. So bear with me just for one more moment. Okay, so I've cleaned it all up as much as I can, and I'm not quite sure the best way of going about this really. I reckon what I might do is I'm gonna weld a plate onto the chassis first of all, just to cover this hole, and put it, sort of butt it up against this top part here. I think that'll be the best way to go in the first instance, because this is still very, very solid, this, but I don't think I'm going to be able to weld it because it's layered and I can't clean it any more than I've cleaned it. So I think what we'll do, first things first, we're going to cut a plate up and weld a plate in here. Now I've got some 1.5 mil thick plate somewhere, don't know where it is, so I'm going to use that sort of size on this, so a lot thicker than what we patched up the little bits around the back with. Okay, so I'll cut a shape out and we'll just tack it into place, and then we'll see where we end up. Okie dokie, good, see you in a moment. Right then, so we have, you videoing? We are videoing, good. Right, I've made a little plate up. And so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to try tacking it on down this side first, I think. Then over this side. And then, yeah, well, I'll just have a go. I mean, if I can weld that to that, it might be a bit messy, but it would be perfect because it would just do the job. But I don't think it's going to work. But we'll give it a go. I can't video in any welding just because there's no space. And again, I've lost my little phone holder or anything. So bear with me and we'll weld it a little bit and see what happens. Right, okay. It's gone on there pretty well, to be fair. So I've welded it up both sides and along the bottom. And, you know, I know it's not the neatest welding in the world, but it's effective. It's definitely on there. So now I'm in a bit of a dilemma now. I don't know whether to try and weld that bit to that bit, because I don't think I'm going to be able to. And if I do, because what I'm thinking of is putting a plate over the both of them, and if I try welding it, I'll end up with a much higher point than I've already got, which is already a pain in the arse. You know what, I don't think I'm going to try welding it. I think I'm going to put a plate, yeah, I'm going to cut another plate out and I'm just going to weld a plate between these two now then. Okay, so far so good. I did have a small fire inside the chassis, which was a little bit of a worry, but it's put itself out, thankfully. Ooh, that would have been bad. Okay, anyway, I'll cut another plate out. Okay, change of plan, plan 3. As you can see, nothing hidden in this video. This is how it is. So what I've done, I have actually welded that bit to that bit in the end, but it took a lot of welding. I had to weld on top of weld on top of weld to build it up to the right level. So there is a lot of crap on there. However, it's done. I was a little bit worried about doing this bit, but to be fair, it looks solid as a rock now, which is fantastic. It needs something to cover it up a little bit, doesn't it, to make it look a bit neater. So what I'll do is I'm going to put some of that wax oil stuff on it. That's superb. Okay, you can cover all manner of evils with something like that. Okay, so although it looks a bit scrappy, it is what it is. Yeah, it's on there. It's done. Job done. Let's paint it. Okay, there you go. I don't know if you'll see that very well because it's a bit glary in the light, isn't it? However, it's all been wax oiled up, and yeah, it looks like brand new. Looks like brand new. Fantastic. Good. So we can now move on to the next bit. More welding, I'm afraid.